This video is about supporting your deaf child with communication, starting from babyhood. Babyhood is a very important and special time. This is the time when we develop the foundations of language and communication. Language can be spoken, written, or signed. Language helps us to learn about the world around us and to develop relationships. Hearing babies learn language by listening to parents and other special people talking to them and to each other. So they might be listening to mum and dad having a conversation. If parents are deaf, a deaf baby can pick up language by watching their parents if they're using sign language together. Sometimes people use the words hearing impairment, sometimes hearing loss, and sometimes deaf. All of these phrases and words can mean exactly the same thing. So to keep things simple, in this video I'll just use the word deaf. Deafness can range from mild to profound. A person who's mildly deaf is likely to miss out on parts of conversation, particularly in a group, whereas a person who's profoundly deaf might not hear an aeroplane take off, even if they're standing close to the runway. All babies need face-to-face time. This is to encourage communication and interaction. The parents of hearing babies can hold the baby's attention through what the baby can see, such as the warm facial expressions and smiles of the parent, through what the baby can feel, such as cuddles, and through what the baby can hear. Parents of deaf babies will need to make extra use of what the baby can see and what the baby can feel to keep their attention and to keep interaction. There are probably lots of opportunities throughout the day for face-to-face time with baby. It could be that the baby's just particularly interested in looking at your face and that this just happens anytime. It could be that this is better during times when the baby's being changed, or sitting in a buggy or pram that faces the parent, perhaps when the baby's sitting in a special baby chair, or when they're having tummy time, or perhaps laying on a playing mat. Learning to communicate is not just about paying attention to other people. For a baby, learning to communicate is largely about learning that other people will respond to you because of the things that you do. We can help baby to learn that people will respond to them when they communicate by doing some of the following things. By being available as much as you can, including limiting your own technology use. By responding warmly to any attempts baby makes to communicate, even if actually they're not yet attempts to communicate, they're just actions or sounds baby's making. Soothing baby, picking baby up when they cry, and remembering there's no such thing as a spoilt baby. And taking turns in communication. So if baby makes a certain gesture or a sound, make one back, and then pause and wait to see if baby makes another sound or another gesture. If after a little while they haven't, then maybe make another sound or another gesture yourself, just to encourage them with the interaction. Babies and young children love action songs. They're fun and also very visual. Sing the same songs over and over again while baby's looking at you. Lots of parents enjoy taking baby to groups where they can learn to sing more action songs. There are also lots of videos of songs with actions or even BSL signs that you can find online. At times during the day, gain baby's attention. You could do this by smiling, making warm facial expressions, perhaps pulling silly faces, maybe by looking in the mirror and pulling silly faces together, by playing games such as peekaboo, which babies love, by singing to baby, by speaking in an animated voice. Babies need to experience language many times before they start to use it. Talk, talk, talk to your baby. But remember to talk while they can see your face and to leave gaps so that they can respond. Even if the response is a sound or a gesture, accept it warmly. Talk to your baby about what you're doing, about what they're doing, and about who's there. Talk about things in the here and now. And as your child grows and starts to play, as they're doing it, talk about what they're doing, what they're playing with, what they're looking at, what they're interested in. Of course, language and communication are not just spoken words. Many deaf children and their families will benefit from learning some signing. For many families, this will be signing to use alongside spoken words. Signing can help a deaf child to understand the world around them when others use signing. And some deaf children will start to use some signing themselves in order to help them to communicate their wants, their needs and their thoughts. For more information about signing, you could speak to a teacher of the deaf, a speech and language therapist, or perhaps a health visitor. You can also find more information on the Medway Community Healthcare online video support session for signing and gesture, on the National Deaf Children's Society website. And also, it's good to know that there are some widely available books that are picture dictionaries for early signing, so vocabulary for babies and young children. If your baby has hearing technology, you've probably been advised that they should wear it for all waking hours. If there are difficulties with your child using their hearing technology, then do seek support, perhaps from your teacher of the deaf or from audiology. Make sure that you know how to take good care of their hearing technology and make sure you know how to solve any problems. Good use of hearing technology has the potential to make a big difference to your child's communication and language. Parents and carers watching this video are likely to naturally be following much of the advice that's been given. Hopefully the video has just highlighted some of the areas that you can think about and that you can use during everyday activities to support your child with their language development. We've talked about having face-to-face time, being responsive, using lots of talking to your baby, singing action songs, using signing, gaining your baby's attention, and supporting hearing technology. Hopefully the video has been useful. Parents and carers may wish to talk about some of the ideas in the video with other carers in the child's life, or perhaps even to suggest that those people might be interested in watching the video themselves. So thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and we hope it's helpful.